Alright, so we are back in Tainted Grail. They have just done a patch on the game. I do not know if that's going to affect us in any way. Last time we had come up this hill and found this waypoint, so we've got that. I don't know. I don't think we went further up here. What's this about?
Halt! No entry, outsider.
What's up, buddy? Why?
Because I said so.
That's not a good reason. What's this place?
You don't even know where you're trying to barge in? You're either very brave or terribly stupid. This is the village of the Volker tribe, and we don't need your kind wandering around, gawking like fools.
I'm just passing through.
Then pass through some other way.
Alright, this is the second location in this region that won't let me in. I really hope they're not going to do the thing where you have to kill the people in one location to get the other to trust you. That's so cliche. But it's possible. They might do that. I'm sick and also have family thing happening. I have to go. See you like a snail. Druidic Shrine. Try to hop down here a little bit. Make an offering. Spoiled meats. Archdruid's gloves. Hello. Requires the crown. What is this? Oh man, this isn't marked on the map. We gotta remember that this is here. And the Majima jacket. I am not wearing the Majima jacket to freaking PAX. Amok, it's common knowledge ANET can do what ANET does community events during PAX West outside of convention, usually at Olympic Sculpture Park if that's what you're afraid of announcing. I did not know that common knowledge. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. How did I get... Hold on. Wait, is this a guy? You know what these remind me of? Do you guys remember that spot in Dark Souls 3 where those guys are just like sitting crisscross applesauce next to the cliff, and if you sit down with them, you get abducted? It looks like that. Also, after my dad used his like, you know, like it was like 300,000 frequent flyer miles to send my family to Seattle. He hands me the tickets, and he's like, here you go, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and I said, for the next 5 years? And he goes, something like that. It's about the plushies? No. I am waiting on word for... So the last thing about the plushies... Okay, so like the Asura plushies are in production, right? Those should be at people's homes by that PAX, because they're supposed to ship out August 8th. However, the next plushie that I inquired about, I asked them permission for if I could do one for Baby Aurene or Tybalt. And I was like, I don't even have to call it that. I can say a certain lovable baby blue dragon, or, you know, a certain charismatic char who likes apples. You know, I can call it whatever. The point is, can I make it look like them? And are you going to have a problem with that? And I've been waiting on that. And my contact, she is very, very sweet, but sometimes it is hard to get her to respond. But after like a month of no contact, I was like, bump, bump, bump. And she was like, hey, sorry, I'm waiting on the person who would make this decision to get back from vacation. I'm like, gotcha. Okay, thank you. Bear Shrine, by the way. So I'm waiting on a person who is waiting on someone else to get back from vacation to see if they'll give me permission to do the next plushie idea. Now, if I don't get permission for that, I don't know. We gotta figure that out. But they said they were totally okay with the idea of working with me on more. The dream would be if they just gave me a paper that says, you know, Mukluk is allowed to do whatever he wants. And then I could just crank these things out, chat. Because my line of communication with Makeship is instant. My line of communication with ArenaNet is like, please wait 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. Would you visit PAX Australia one day? Oh, no. No, Australia will never see me. No, I am sorry. No, y'all have spiders that sometimes are on the bottom of the toilet seats, and if it bites your butt, you die. That's a no for me, dog. No. No, that's a pass. We don't have guns and have healthcare. Yeah, but you have animals outside that are so lethal, the healthcare doesn't help. That's just look before you sit. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Where's the picture? Hold on. I need to find. Okay. Let's see. Where's a good example of it? Okay. Here we go. All right, I found a picture. All right. Let's see. Open image in new tab. Okay. These are spider webs in Australia. This is apparently something the spiders there do, called ballooning, where they just kind of ride around on the wind while pooping web everywhere. And they just leave it like all over the place, is my understanding. And it, like, it's not gonna hurt you, but it's horrifying. There's also, what are those giant crabs that are like on top of garbage cans? Hold on a sec. Australia spider crabs. I don't think these ones are dangerous. I think they're just like massive. I can't find a good picture of whatever I'm thinking of. Anyway, no. I've heard too many horror stories of people who went there and got bit by some little bug and then like their whole arm atrophied off and stuff. Alright. Cobalt. What's up, buddy? Another human walking toward death. What brought you here? The lies of religion, the weakness of despair. You're looking for the sanctum like all the rest, as if it could save you from what waits beyond. You have no voice acting? Who are you? I'm Cobalt, Knight of Endless Abyss. Sanctum? Nothing but a brief stomp before annihilation. How do you know my purpose? Your soul is tainted. I could see death growing inside you. If you want to break free from your pathetic existence, I can destroy you. Your life is meaningless, but your death could have purpose. Merely speak your desire. It's called a coconut crab. Coconut crab. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. This is what I was thinking of. This was the picture I was thinking. This is someone's garbage can outside. Dude, like, even if that one is not lethal, I don't need that in my life. I don't need to be going out to grab the garbage can and finding this on the side of it. No, I don't need that. I'm good. No, that's a pass. And if I should prevail, then my vigil in this frozen realm would conclude at last. I'll face you in battle. Good. Blood will open the gate to nothingness. Whoa! Boys, you'll need... Okay, he's got a... Yo! The enemy's using dodges. How very strange. Wait, is he immune to... Oh, wait, no, he's taking summon damage. It's just, like, really slow. He is taking damage. It's such a shame that mana regen in this game stops when you're casting. Okay. Excellent titanium throwing knife, ghostly remnant, honorary blade, dual knights equipment. Guys, would you move? Okay. No, am I encumbered? I'm encumbered. Back. Let's see. Increased damage if enemy is burning. Increased damage if enemy is poisoned. Increased max stamina. Your attacks apply a little bit of poison and burn. Increase movement speed multiplier by 33% when stamina is above 90%. Decrease dash cost by half. Each missing point of stamina increases attack speed by 2%. Increase stamina regen by 20. Increase melee crit chance by 50% when stamina is below 50. Increase melee max stamina by 10. Increase magic crit chance by 33% when mana is below 33%. Increase critical damage by 50%. Honorary Blade. Increase stam regen while dual wielding. Increase fizz damage while dual wielding. And that's what the other one does too. How encumbered am I? We are extremely encumbered. That's not good. I can't carry all this. We got too much stuff. We need to get to a stash or something. Thing is, if I drop this stuff, I don't know if it'll be here when I come back. Alright, what does this do? Oh, it says normal bonfire. Okay, level up. Oh, that's right, I didn't know what I was going to do here. Hey, Mike, I've been craving some Skyrim type of RPG. Is Oblivion Remastered as open-ended to builds and RPG elements, or would you recommend some other games instead? Oblivion Remake and this are both good. I will say the Oblivion Remake has more bugs than original Oblivion, which is impressive. But they are both great games. Can you put it back on the corpse? I don't think you can... No, you can't open the corpse's inventory like you can, others. Okay, I can't build that bonfire up for fast travel. I think Muck is just bug prone. Oh, okay, well that just makes it all better. Any idea when we will get information for the next expansion for Guild Wars 2? Yeah, they... when they originally... Hold on. They have given us a date for it. I don't, off the top of my head, remember what the date for it was. I can't use these barrels either. Does anyone who can hear me right now remember when the date is supposed to be? Alright, let's do that. Fuel, fast travel. Where is there a stash? There? But I'm not allowed in there. That's one of the places I'm not allowed in. There's no town I have found in this region that I'm allowed to use the stash. So we will go there. Date for what? The next Guild Wars 2 expansion announcement. PAX? No, not freaking PAX. Not talking about PAX. Alright, armor, put in the Frostbound stuff. The Jester set. Oh yeah, I had multiple sets of armor that I had kept. Alright, that was quite a bit of weight. Okay. And let's see if we can get back there before the stuff we dropped rots. Guild Wars 2 announcement for the next X-Pack is in July. I remember being in August. Well, originally it would have released in August, but they said they were postponing that. Wait, am I going the right spot? No, I think I went around that. I don't remember going up this hill. I think I went over here. Ow. Okay, yeah, I remember this. For a second, I thought all that was cheese on the ground. I'm like, oh god, that guy with the cheese spell's been here. And then I was like, wait, that's not cheese. Wait, Shrine Cellars. This isn't the place I was at. What? Where's the cave I went into? Dang it, I'm stressing out because the item's rotting right now. You went up and through the wooden stairs and road. Wooden stairs. Ah. Ah, you sure? I don't think I went this way. I have no memory of this. He's got a boss health bar. Oh my god, this is a lot of crap. Oh my god. Whichever one of them is making the fog is making this difficult. Wait, what? Weird slime? Oh. I was like, why did that fireball curve? There was a weird slime there. Dragon Bash starts tomorrow, but yeah, the roadmap stays July for the announcement. Gotcha. A white. Dude, there's so much stuff spawning here. What the heck? Wow. That was a lot, and this is absolutely not the way I went earlier. Ow. Oh, I think I went down here. They should make it to where you could fast travel back to your fires that you fast travel from, because, like, it was still there. Alright, let's see if the gear is still in there on the ground. Think it is. Boots, gloves, trousers, helmet, hard-shoe gloves, armor. Yeah! Alright, cool. It didn't get deleted. Nice. We made it in time. Alright, the sense of urgency is gone. Good, 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 good. Okay. Alright. We have got 2 skill points. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do with these. Attribute points. No. Yeah, it is skill trees. Alright. Let's see. Could do faster mana regen per summon you have out. Let's see. Increase spell power. After you cast a spell, your next spell with a lower base mana cost. Just kind of using one spell. Dealing elemental damage applies corresponding elemental status buildup. You could try that. See how well that does. Each enemy affected by elemental status increases corresponding damage by 10%. Elemental damage is 50% stronger with targets with full health. I mean, that would just be like the first tick, right? Let's see, general and buffs. Let's do the 1 level 3 thing. That'll do. That'll do. Think of the sneak fireball? Yeah. No one expects the sneak fireball. But you haven't even tried to talk to him. I didn't ask. Well, I totally Am I alive? Oh my god. Wait. I'm freaking trapped down here right now, aren't I? Dude, I like phased through the edge of the cliff. I feel cheated right there. I guess this is my new life right now. Huh. There's an item to reset you all your points. Potion of Origin. I've already used it once, yeah. Well. Oh, great. Now it's nighttime. Okay, this... Too close to water cannot make a bonfire? Guess I'll just die, I guess. Oh, my agility leveled up. Nice. Okay. Remember when I said you were bug prone? No. That escapes me. Feel like I'm not supposed to be able to get down here alive. I don't even know if there's a beach in this zone. Look at this. It's just like cliffs all the way around. Alright, hold on. Maybe it did a autosave when I left the little cave. Let's try this. I want to see the dude chase you in the water. Muck you, Plague. That's horrible, horrible thing to say. I think I'm gonna have to redo the level up I just did. Alright. Is this after I looted the armor bits? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Up we go. Wait. Why are these solid again? Dude, friggin', okay, today's patch sucks. Today's patch broke the quality of life feature they added in the previous patch. In the previous patch, they made it to where if you run into your summons and you're not in combat, you just pass right through them. There's no collision. That appears, the collision appears to be back. And combine that with the fact that they teleport in front of you constantly when you're running, and it's dumb. Hello, Micah Chad. Hi, Crimson. So, for my gameplay, today's patch was a full downgrade. Terrible. Worst patch ever, 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Tomato, onion. Okay, there we go. Jumping puzzle. Don't see anything up there other than jump into the water. Ow. It's pretty crazy how, like, every barrel and bag gets 1 apple. Or, like, 1 onion, you know? Never a full bag of apples. No, 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 no. Every barrel gets 1 apple. What's that? Thought I was supposed to be able to do these, unless this requires the crown. Last time we found one of those, like ever since we got the King Arthur thing, we were supposed to be able to interact with those. Seems that's not the case with that one. Hello. Goodbye. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, let's see. Hug this mountain around the left-hand side. We'll get to an area that we have not yet explored. Sneak fireball! Alright, boys, finish it. "27 cobwebs? So many cobwebs. Sneak fireball. Level 45. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my god. Avalon Crimes number 70.